Awesome. All right, you guys, welcome to our usual Thursday night team Zoom. And tonight I'm going to go ahead and talk about Success Club every single month, no matter what, and why this should be a goal for every coach and even what it is for new coaches. So my name is Stephanie Lane, and I am a Success Club All-Star Legend. And I have my running goal. I have achieved Success Club 34 months in a row. Whew, that's a lot. So I'm going to talk about how I do that. And I'm going to give you all the juicy details. So we'll go ahead and get started so I don't waste any time at all. If I can get my technology to work. What the heck? Why does it always do that for me? Okay, sweet. All right, so what is Success Club? Success Club is a measure of success. That's really what it is, and that's why it's called Success Club. Some coaches call it the 3 Lives Club because when you reach it, you are helping 3 people achieve or get on the track to achieving their goals. And it really shows that a coach is helping others. It is really the bare minimum because it's 3 people. You're helping 3 new people each month start their journey. And when you do achieve Success Club, there are some sweet benefits that come along with it. A few things are just that obviously you get the commission from the challenge packs. You get free customers when you're Emerald and you reach Success Club. You get free gifts every month. This month we have a huge, huge gift. It's like a $300 P90X bundle. We get recognition in the team. You get recognition on the Coach Online Office when you hit it for 12 months or 24 months in a row. You get free yearly trips that you can earn if you sign up for that. And there's actually quite a lot more, but those are just the main ones there on the top. My 1-year-old is playing with maracas in the background. She would. Anyway, how do you earn Success Club? So to qualify for Success Club, basically you help a person order a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct. Okay, if you've been a coach for a while, you already know this. This is easy. A challenge pack is 2 points. Shakeology Home Direct is 1 point. And when you have 5 points, you've achieved Success Club 5. When you have 10 points, you've achieved Success Club 10. You should aim for 10 every month. No matter what. Some months, maybe you don't get all the way there, but it should be on your goal of things that, like, you don't stop until you get Success Club, period. The moment you quit is the moment you give up on yourself. The moment you stop sending messages, even if it's the 24th hour on the 30th of the month, you've given up on yourself. It should be something that is like no matter what, even if you're pulling it in at the last minute. And yeah, that might be me being just blunt, but it's something that you should be striving for because it really is the bare minimum. And coaches that achieve Success Club have a success rate like so much higher than coaches that don't. And it's really a measure of showing Beachbody and your team that you are doing your job, being a coach and helping other people. Okay, so here's how you do it. Every single month you make a list. You need to know who you're talking to. I don't care if it's on a scratch paper. I don't care if you have a fancy spreadsheet. I don't care how you keep a list, but you keep a list. We have a really awesome one in the Coach Planner that holds 100 names, and it holds a place that you can check off and make notes on where in the conversation you are. You will think that you can keep track of everybody in your mind at first, like your first year as a coach. There's gonna come a point when you can't keep track of everyone, and then you are going to feel frustrated. You're going to have people fall through the cracks, and you're going to have conversations that just you dropped the ball because you weren't paying attention. And I've done that before, and it does not feel good. So keep track of who you are talking to and make a list. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I've run out of people. So don't worry, I've thought of you. I'll get there in a minute. But with that list, you need to dedicate a power hour. This is not scrolling through Facebook. This is not checking your challenge groups. This is not checking the team page. This is 1 hour where you are sending and answering messages and invites. So you spend 20 minutes sending out messages. Then you spend 20 minutes answering messages, clear your inbox, and then spend the last 20 minutes working on something that's going to better you as a coach, whether that's listening to a call or getting on this. This can count as your 20 minutes part of your power hour. I don't care what it is, but you need to dedicate time that you are moving forward, because everything else, checking the team page is great, checking with your challenge groups is important, but it's not going to move you ahead. Okay, so consistency is the key. You know those coaches that they are in it, they are doing this, and then you don't see them next week. And then the next week, I'm back on it. I'm going to do it this time. And then you don't see them the next week. People notice that. And you're not going to see that person succeed. I'm just going to be honest, because they're not consistent. And your challengers and your team need consistency. They need you to show up. So it's important that you are doing this consistently. If you're not consistent, you will not be able to achieve Success Club every month because you're not keeping your funnel full. So when you're done with your power hour, check it off, because it makes you feel accomplished. If it's on your to-do list and you do it and you check it off, you're going to be like, wow, that was a great day. And you're going to want to keep that, just keep that momentum going, because it builds a habit. So it's really important to do that every single day. Now, one of the most important things, and I've dropped the ball here before, is following up. Don't be afraid to follow up with people who, well, you have a conversation with. Obviously you should keep following up, but people who said they were going to order but didn't. And you're like, oh man, like, okay, what do I say to this person, right? They said they were going to order and they didn't do what they said they were going to do. Just go see what's going on. People get busy. I know I've done it. Just say, hey, just checking in with you. Did you have any trouble ordering? I didn't see anything come through, and I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. They might have been like, oh, I thought, I was going to do it. I started ordering, and then my kid needed me. Things happen. Don't be afraid to just let them know you're there for them. If you're showing them, I am here for you, they will know that you're going to be there for them in your challenge group, right? So it's just showing that you're consistent, you're there for them, and it's okay, to go back to somebody. It does not make you pushy. It makes you consistent, and it makes you a coach, and it makes you professional. So if anybody does happen to say like, no, or it's not a good time, or my kid's birthday party is coming up and I just can't afford it, whatever, put them back on the list. They don't just go away. You put them back on the list, because just because it's not a right time in their life doesn't mean it never will be. There's been times where, someone is going to have a baby, and I make a point to follow up with them to say, hey, how's everything going? And then they're like, oh my gosh, I need you. Just keep track of what's going on with people. And if somebody says it's not a good time in their life, that's not something you should take personally. It just means it's not a good time in their life. And so it's okay, and you can go back to them in the future. All right, so keeping your pipeline full. And this is where, when you first become a coach, you should be able to think of a ton of people. And you put them on a list, and you just start messaging them and inviting them to your challenge group. But there will obviously become a point when you run out of that, we call it your warm market. So how do you keep your pipeline full? Well, you can run free groups. You guys saw this week I pulled 5 recipes off of Pinterest. I'm not kidding. I searched healthy crock-pot meals. I pulled 5 of them, and I advertised that I was going to run a group with it on my Facebook. And I have 185 people in that group. When you run a free group, ask the people that join to invite their friends. That gives you referrals. You can also ask your current challengers in your paid challenge group to invite their friends. So referrals are incredibly important because it's your friend's friends. And they are going to give that word of mouth that is so important. So they're going to say, oh, I'm in this really fun group and we do this, this, and this. And there's all these good recipes. You should come be part of it. Well, they're being an advocate for you. So don't be afraid to ask your challengers to invite their friends. You should be adding new friends daily. You can go through mutual friends on Facebook. You can go look at your friends' friends on Facebook and see if there's anybody that you missed. You can go to like your old class reunion groups. I mean, whatever. It's a great way to get back in contact with people from your life. Somebody needs to mute themselves. Anyway, you can also join groups of interests that you have. Like I'm in an American Bulldog group because I have an American Bulldog. I'm in several moms groups. I'm in an art teachers group because that's what I went to college for. I mean, just find groups and start having conversations with people. You guys already have things in common. It should be fairly simple to create relationships. Coaching is a relationship business. You may think it's just a fitness business, but it's not. It's about making relationships and friendships with people. That's what it's about. So you can also go through the memory jogger, which goes like down different categories of life and how you can think of people that way. But another way is just sharing your journey consistently. If you're showing how coaching, how fitness, how nutrition, how all of this is making your life better, that starts to attract people to you because like attracts like. And people that are like you will be attracted to you. And that's who you want to work with, because you want to work with people that are like you. I was talking to one of my coaches the other day and they were like, oh, one of my coaches is just like me and we're having so much fun. Why? Because they're just like you. So be yourself, because you're going to attract people that are like you. And that's so important and fun too. So keep your pipeline full just by constantly, bringing new people into your life. There's so many ways out there. Don't act as if there's like a finite number of people that could be in your challenge groups. I mean, there's billions of people that have Facebook. So potentially you could never really run out. And have people that you're already working with and that you already know bring people they know to you, because you'll already have that rapport with them. Okay, so this is incredibly important. I used to run, like, I would start my challenge group at the beginning of the month. And when you start a challenge group at the beginning of the month, yes, that's good. You're chasing people at the end of the month to get into your challenge group at the beginning of the month. And that's frustrating. So instead, I want you to flip it the other way. Your goal is Success Club 5 by the 5th and Success Club 10 by the 10th. And you do that by running your group starting really anytime. You could tell them it starts like the 14th or the 15th in the middle of the month, or run it a little bit later, like the 20th. Or really just have an ongoing all month one like I do. I don't really have a start date, but when I am talking to someone, I will try to push them by giving them a date. But if you have the mentality of hitting Success Club first thing in the month, you aren't struggling on the 30th, on that 11th hour, trying to freak out, trying to get it at the end, right? You can spend the second half of the month building relationships, not kicking back and like totally giving up on coaching, even though that's tempting. You do that by, maybe running a free group so you can meet more people, messaging old friends, going back and, kind of rehashing those relationships. That's what you do the second half of the month, so that when October comes around, boom, you're ready to go. You've got your Success Club because you had already done those relationship building activities that make people trust you. So, I guess my deadline is Success Club 10 by the 15th. Like that's like no matter what. But let me just say, this will be recorded so people can watch this whenever. But right now when we're recording this and it's September, I know this because I'm talking to all of you. It's a hard month. Yes, I agree with you. I know that. People are busy. People have every excuse in the book, and they just don't have it in their mind right now that health and fitness are a priority. That's going to happen. It comes in ebbs and flows. It does not all, it's not always the same. It's not always really easy. But I will tell you that all the hard work you're putting in now, trying to get Success Club, it snowballs and it will pay you back. So don't be upset with the hard work you're doing right now and the little return you're getting, because it does come back to you. So I just wanted to throw that out there, kind of just to get, a little bit of the weight off your shoulders, because I know September's hard. It is. It always is. This is my 3rd September and it's hard. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. Okay, so this is something, Success Club is something that should be no matter what. Like, if you don't do anything with coaching this month, at least hit Success Club. Because, I've already said all the work you're doing now will spill over. It always comes back to you. But really, you need to push until you reach at least Success Club 5. Check it off when you complete it. I have a little monthly notebook that I write my goals in. Every month, my goal is Success Club 10. And when I can check that off, I'm like, oh, okay, good, I can relax a little bit. It makes you feel like you did something, really good for yourself. It makes you feel like you've achieved something. And it should be definitely in your sights daily. I write on my planner, that because it goes in a week. I write, Success Club on there. I know that I need to do it. Until I've done it, it's in my sights. And you should definitely have an accountability partner. We do challenge groups. Why? Because it's accountability. They know if they don't show up, they're not doing what they need to do. You need to have somebody you can check in with for Success Club. So I have an accountability partner that I've had for 2.5 years. Her name's Jolene. I talk about her a lot because we keep each other accountable. We text each other every time we get points. So I know right now she has 6 and her goal is 10. And we're going to keep checking in with each other until she reaches her goal, until I reach my goal. She won't give up on me. I won't give up on her. And we hold each other accountable. I don't want to let her down. I don't want to be the slacking partner, and she doesn't want to be the same thing. So we definitely help keep each other accountable. Have somebody you can do that with. If you hook up with a partner that does not support you or is falling off the wagon, find somebody else. Okay? You may go through a couple people until you find a person that clicks. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So you do need that person that you can check in with. Because if you don't hit Success Club, well, who cares, right? But if you have a partner, that person cares. And they're going to keep you in check. Okay, so this also goes with building a team. When you are signing up coaches, Success Club points can come from building a team. So it's always encouraged that a coach choose the challenge pack or Shakeology on Home Direct when they sign up. Obviously, if they're not already doing it, because that gets them started on the product so they can start getting results right away. This is the 3 Lives Club. So whether it's a customer or a coach, you're helping somebody get started. And you just have to believe that you can do it. The shift for me, I remember this. So my very first year as being a coach, I achieved Success Club in November, and then in December, and then in January. And in January, the first time I had got 9 Success Club points. Until then, I didn't think that I could reach 10 points because I didn't believe that I could. I thought that was like, whoa, 10 Success Club points. When I got 9, it kind of set me up like, okay, maybe I can do this. And then the next month I had, I think, 11 or 12. And then it set that belief in me that I could do it. So it's definitely something you have to believe you can do. Don't just settle for 5. Know and push yourself towards 10. And you're going to start building a bigger following with your challengers and your team. So obviously the more the better, the faster you'll move and the more momentum you're going to have when you can do 10 over 5. But again, it's a belief. It's a mindset. It's something you have to think that you can do. That's no matter what. Okay. I just talked really, really fast. So that is all the slides I had. And I'm going to open up like we usually do for questions. So I'm going to stop the sharing. Hopefully it doesn't cut off the video. Hi. Okay, so if you have questions about anything that has to do with Success Club, you can unmute yourself. You can ask if you have any specific tips that work really well for you. And I sound like I'm talking through a snorkel because I have really bad allergies right now. So I'm sorry. My students are like, are you okay? You sound really stuffed up. I'm like, yes, I'm fine. But who's all on here? We've got some awesome people on here. I love these Zooms because I like seeing all your faces.
Hey, Stephanie, could you touch a little bit on the Success Club points and how that works for the trips?
Yeah. So every time you earn a Success Club point, it is the equivalent of, I think, $5. But if you hit Success Club, they are worth $10. So the trip in itself is like $1,000 all year. If you hit Success Club 5 every single month, it pays for your trip, and you earn an additional, I think, $300 travel cash. If you achieve Success Club 10 every month of the year, they give you like $700 travel cash. So yeah, the goal is obviously every month, and with the trip.
So yeah, so you're earning the money for the trip. So
Yep.
Even if you don't hit Success Club 5 every month, you can still go on the trip. You just won't be covered. All of it won't be covered. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I was trying to think of an example for that. Like, okay, so if my mind is fried from the whole day, but yeah, whatever you can't cover, you would just pay out of pocket. And I think you pay it quarterly. So it's been a long day. And we're moving in a week. So I was like packing up until the Zoom. I'm like, I gotta go. But yeah, when January does come around, like hop on and secure your spot because they're so popular. And I'm hoping this next year they have something that has more room available. I mean, they went from a very small cruise ship to an enormous cruise ship, and that sold out in 10 minutes? I mean, everybody wants a free trip. Why not?
So with the Success Club trip, do you think, how many more people do you think they'll let on? Because I'm still 3,000 on the wait list, and I signed up that day, an hour after I think it started. I finally got in because it was hard to get in to sign up for that. But I don't know. I'm kind of losing my hope that I'm going to get in. Not that I won't still keep achieving, but.
So that's what I thought too. And I was on the wait list for the first cruise, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm getting on this. But it actually starts dropping like flies quite quickly. Just a few days ago, Megan, they sent out an email for cabin upgrades. So anybody who's already registered could upgrade to a room that had become available. So I'm guessing once they switch those or people don't respond, they'll start opening that up, and you'll start moving up the list. Because the requirement was you had to have at least 10 Success Club points between January and April. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And then yeah. So
yeah,
time will tell.
I know. I'm just getting I want to go so bad.
I know. I want you to go. I want everybody to go. Yep, that's important. When does that open up for I'm going to sneeze. January. Okay, so what does that? Okay, yeah, in January. So Super Saturday in January. Super Saturday is the Beachbody like quarterly get together in each state. So every state has one. Some have multiple. And you go to that, and then they will give you at Super Saturday the information on when you register. And then when registration opens, then you get on and you get your spot. My allergies are killing me here. So pay attention to January Super Saturday. Well, all of them really, because all the Super Saturdays are awesome. Remember in October, the Hammer and Chisel preview comes on demand. Also in October/November, the new Beachbody app will be released, which is a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with that. And in December, Hammer and Chisel is released. Is there a Super Saturday location in Canada? Yes. Yes, there are. There's a lot of Canadian Super Saturdays. You'll just need to look at the PDF when it becomes available. You are welcome.
Hey, Stephanie,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
I can.
Are you guys going to the Super Saturday in the Quad Cities this time, or are you going to have one in Marshalltown again?
We're doing it all as a state in the Quad Cities, and then in January it will be in Des Moines. Yeah. So we had some super we had
I want to make sure.
yeah, even though the market council kind of put that together, we had some super rubies that needed their face on it, I guess. It was like a need. So, and I saw that and I was like, huh, okay. Whatever. I guess none of the rest of us did anything, but no, that was funny. So yes, the Iowa one will be in Davenport, and then in October, and then January will be in Des Moines. And I'm working on getting Jeff Cromenhook here in Iowa to meet with us, with our team. I have him, we're scheduling a Zoom for the diamond coaches on the team first. Then he will probably come to the state and meet with our team. So he's from Beachbody. I'm working directly with him right now for some goals for our team for the year. And yeah, we got some awesome stuff going on. Are you watching the game, Holly? I like see her cheering. I'm like, that's not Super Saturday you're cheering for, is it? She's like,
oh yes, it is, because you're coming to the Quad Cities. But yeah, sorry.
No, you're funny. We need to get people pumped up about our team Zooms like that. No, that's funny.
No, but I am excited that Super Saturday is in the Quad Cities for October.
Yeah. And that's the point. We're trying to move it around. I had just been running one in Marshalltown because we didn't really have anything else. So, yeah. Cool.
So for the Super Saturday in October, is everybody driving there? Are you guys staying overnight? What's the plan with those people that are going? Because it's on Sunday, right?
It's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday.
On Saturday. We made them change it. They wanted to do it Sunday, and we got the other ones of us that aren't in the picture. We're like, no, because we made a huge point to get people to travel. We can't do it on a Sunday. That doesn't work.
Right.
So we're doing it Saturday, and I don't know, anybody that lives near me can carpool with us or whatever. I'm open to whatever.
You guys can crash at our house
Where do you live at?
in Bettendorf.
Oh, so you're close.
It's not huge, but there's a basement and an extra bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a really good, just important thing. You know, if you want to go and it's like a traveling distance, just rally the troops, get a carload, everybody go together, beg grandparents or aunts and uncles to watch your kids. I get it. We've got 3 kids, so they'll probably go to grandma and grandpa's for the day. so Jeremy and I can go because it's important, not because I don't love my kids. You know, I'm a coach so I can help my family, and this is an important part of being a coach. So just put it on that list and say, this is something I have to do. But all right, you guys, I'm gonna go hang with my kiddos before they go to bed, speaking of. So anyway, I'm gonna stop the recording here.